Hello everyone, my name is Debbie Monaghan. Here are my cue cards. I guess you can call them cue cards. I couldn't think of index cards at the moment. But I am taking business management. I am in my last semester of my business management degree, so my graduation should be in May of 2016. I chose business management because at the time in my career, I had been in the insurance industry for the last 24 years, and I was lucky enough to be in a management position without having to have a management degree. With a lot of reorganization that was going on, a lot of changes being made, I wanted to get a head start and get my degree. First of all, for the fact being, I thought that was a smart thing to do, being a manager. And second of all, I didn't want to be caught in a situation where if they did reorganize things, then it was a requirement to have a degree. I didn't want to be caught off guard. So along with that, I also own my own business. So gaining that knowledge and gaining those skills will definitely help in putting that to use. I chose to take effective speech as this is an area I know I need to work on. Working on a lot of things. One thing being my ums and my pauses and trying to think of my next steps. Also, at work now, I have joined a Toastmasters club. This will complement that nicely. So my goals for the class, as I just said, one of the things are to stop saying so many ums, as I just did. And this may help me reorganize my thoughts. So one of the goals is that I want to organize my thoughts in a more organized manner. Use organized twice. I want to be able to talk without having to stop and think all the time or be able to say things on the fly. I want to become more comfortable in speaking when I'm not prepared to speak. Because as you can see, even though I've practiced this, I've written it down, I've thought about what I wanted to say, sometimes I still have those hesitations. So I'm hoping that this will help me change those ways a little bit. My third reason is I want to be more creative in my wording. So I always have a lot of thoughts going on. I always have a lot of things I want to say, but I just don't get them out in that organized manner that I want to. So being creative with my wording, being creative with speaking on the fly. So if it's a topic I may not be so comfortable with or haven't prepared something with, I want to be able to just be able to get those thoughts out. So what public speaking have I done? Well, as I said, I've been in a management position. So speaking to different managers, talking about reporting and projects and different things coming up or different things that happened in the past. Of course, I've been in groups of different managers, different upper management, letting them know what's going on. So in a sense, it is public speaking by talking with them and talking with groups. Now, my actual management position was what they call a working management position, meaning even though I'm a manager and I manage different people all over the country, I also worked as their job too. I was a training manager. So with that being said, I did training. I trained new hires, and not even just new hires, but internal people. Mostly it was new hires coming into the company. I trained them on our systems, so they had no knowledge of the system, so we trained them on that, the products that we offered, and for what their position was going to be. Training was not always just face-to-face. It was virtual training as well. So again, that does take the public speaking. You have to be able to talk to people. You have to be able to engage the people. So I do and did do a lot of that. I also mentioned that I have my own business. I've taught gymnastics for the last 24 years, and I'm a fitness trainer as well. And talking to groups of kids, talking to groups of adults, talking, in different coaching areas, going to different meets, talking in front of whole arenas of people. Even though I'm not talking to them, I'm talking to the group of kids and they all can hear what's going on. So to me, that's still public speaking. So you put me in front of kids, you put me in front of adults, you put me in front of that fitness Aura, I'm golden. I can talk to no end on that. I'm very passionate about it. I love it. I love helping people. I love helping people reach their goals. And even in the insurance, I can talk to you based on all my knowledge. I can talk to you knowing what the products, not necessarily what the products are if I go to a different company until I learn that, but I know the insurance industry. I know all different avenues of the insurance industry, so when I talk to them, I'm very knowledgeable on what I'm doing. Insurance can be very dry, but you have to know how to talk to people on it. So, also along with that, and being the fitness training, again, when I'm familiar with topics, I'm very passionate, I'm bubbly, I get very excited, talk with my hands, I like to demonstrate, and I feel that, especially with the kids, I relate to them a lot. With the adults too, but I work a lot with kids as well. So, of course, you have to really be able to get to their level and engage them. As far as in the insurance business or in my other job, I can be very passionate, but it's a different type of passion. It's not what I love to be doing, but I'm very knowledgeable and I know the insurance business. So when I train something, I train to, again, engage the people. Because again, it can be very dry, but you have to make sure they understand what's going on and you have to keep their attention. So with that, the public speaking that I've done is not going and just speaking to groups. It's more demonstration and showing and training and teaching. So when it comes to something putting me on the spot, not so much. That's what I have to learn. So what do I look for in a speaker? Well, again, some of the things that I said, they have to be engaging. They have to be, I guess bubbly is the word. They have to capture your attention. So even you can take numbers and figures, and to me those are the boring stuff, and I apologize to anyone who happens to be in the math background, but just talking about it is just numbers going over my head. So as long as they're bubbly and engaging and they capture your attention, that's what I look for in a speaker. So just like I tell my kids, I have a lot of kids through gymnastics that always say, after I graduate or maybe during high school, I'm going to coach other kids and I'm going to teach other kids. Well, just because you learned it and just because you know it doesn't mean you're going to be a good coach. Doesn't mean you're going to be able to teach people. You can take a sentence and say it, and 10 different people say it a different way, and some people are passionate about it and some people aren't. So again, just knowing things doesn't automatically make you a good speaker. So, if I were to rate my speeches or my public speaking, right now I would say it's a 5. 5 again, more so because I do tend to stumble over my words. I do tend to pause a lot. I do have to stop and rethink of what I'm saying. I tend to forget even if I practice 10 times. And my ums. So I would probably say mine's a 5. So I am hoping that this class helps work me through that, helps me start organizing my thoughts a little bit better, and maybe increasing my creativity with wording. So that's what I'm hoping to improve on. I wish all of you good luck. I'm looking forward to seeing all of your speeches, and I hope all of you are going down the same path and you will be graduating soon too. Have a good day.